Hey YouTube, it's Adam from I'm a Music Mogul, and we're back with another video tutorial. Today I'll be showing you how to make the lead sound from Let Me Love You by DJ Snake featuring Justin Bieber. So let's get straight to it. After it's all said and done, we're gonna get a vocal lead that sounds something like this. Alright, so let's get to making that sound right now. I'm going to create a new software instrument track, and we will be working with Logic's EXS24 sampler instrument. And within that instrument, we'll be working with a Vengeance sample. So I'm just going to drag that sample in right now. It looks like DJ Snake loves Vengeance sample packs, especially these vocal hits, vocal stabs. And this is the one that we're using right here. So I'm just going to drag it in here. I'm going to pitch it down to make sure I get the proper octave. So the original sample sounds like this. That's the sample that he started with. And essentially what he did was work with this sample in one octave lower. So that's pretty much what we're going to be working with that pitch down sample. Now, one thing we're going to do before we close this is make sure you take off one shot, because one shot sort of plays the sample in its entirety every time a key is hit. We don't want that. We want to control its length by how we play it. So if we want quick hits like that, we can get that no problem. So let's go ahead and close this. Let's click save. Let me just save it, whatever. Let's go save. And let's go ahead and, you know what, I'm not going to redraw the MIDI. I'm just going to copy this here. I'm not going to bore you guys too much here. So we get something like this once we record in our MIDI. And we got our sample nicely laid out in EXS24. So what we want these notes to do, or these samples, we want it to glide into each other. Right now it's sort of just stopping at the end of each note and playing the next value. So we're just going to pitch up our glide and make it glide nicely into each other, as DJ Snake does to his leads. Next thing we're going to do is just going to push up our attack a little bit here, just so it softens in the hit of the sample. Maybe that's a little too much. Alright, next thing we're going to do is start bringing in some effects, because we got our sound pretty good there. We're just going to use an EQ to cut out some of the lows here. Something like that is good. Next thing we're going to do is going to bring in a nice delay. We're going to use Logic's tape delay and get a nice delay happening here. We're going to use an 8th note value here. We're going to push our dry all the way up and our wet to about 15%. And we're also going to cut out some of our low end information in our delay. DJ Snake, of course, loves his reverb, so I'm going to bring in a nice giant reverb here. I'm going to use Space Designer. And I'm going to bring in a preset that I actually love using. It's large space, plate reverbs, and it's big plate. I just love the way this reverb sounds. I'm just going to bring down the wetness level here. So that's sounds pretty good right there. Now we are almost done. One thing DJ Snake did do in this track was on this note right here, and over here he put in a longer delay. So we're going to simply do that just by duplicating a track, copying down our MIDI, and I'm just going to erase all the other stuff that we don't need. So this one right here. And on our other MIDI, we're just going to mute these so it doesn't play. On that sound, it's gonna put in another delay. Just gonna mute our other delay and gonna bring in Logic's echo. And this is gonna be a slower delay. So let's put a quarter note here and pull out the dryness level, and the wetness will bring down to about 25%. So you see how it has that different delay than it had before? That's what DJ Snake kind of did to his tracks. And instead of automating the delay on this one note right here, what I do is I just like to just duplicate the track and add in the new effect. That is how you create the vocal lead from Let Me Love You by DJ Snake featuring Justin Bieber. I am going to go ahead and save this vocal sample in the description box below. That's from the Vengeance sample pack. And you guys can recreate this lead yourself in the DAW of your choice. And also, to make it easy on you guys, I am going to go ahead and export this melody MIDI or MIDI melody, so you guys can download that as well. Pop it into any DAW and you can recreate the lead sound from Let Me Love You by DJ Snake featuring Justin Bieber. If you do have any other questions on this, you can ask me in the comment section below. For more good videos like this one, remember to hit that subscribe button. And if you did like this video, remember to thumbs up, guys, and I'll see you all in the next one. Talk to y'all soon. Later. Peace.